Hey everyone, this is Tappers here again, and welcome back to the Mega Man 6 No Damage Buster Runs. Our next target is Plant Man, located in the forgotten area of the Amazon rainforest, or Brazil, I guess. He is a robot created as a keeper of a botanical garden, and he can communicate with plants. That's quite literally it. Anyway, enemies we have are beta batons, which are grasshoppers, and those beetles called helibatons, helibatons, because they float out of the trees and all that good stuff. So we had a Power Manslayer that was in a relatively bad position, and we have some similar enemies like the common cannons and the propeller eyes, which are no different. But probably one of the biggest obstacles in this stage is this mini boss, Gorilla Tank. He has two attacks. He shoots a fist at you in kind of a diagonal pattern. We didn't see the other attack, which is a spread shot that goes forward in different directions. But don't worry, there will be another chance to see what he does, along with introducing ourselves to Springs. This is a precursor to what we will see in Mega Man 7, but we are not quite there yet. So in the meantime, I'm going to talk a little bit about Plant Man and a couple of his quotes, or at least one of them that I have. This flower is so beautiful! And as you can see, he's using the spread shot. But yeah, Plant Man don't really know what his deal is. Good point, he's sensibility. A bad point, depression. Because I guess people may not care enough about nature, or maybe that's why he's sensitive, I don't know. Those were helibatons, by the way, and those were Gabgos. These are the ones I forgot to mention about in Yamato Man stage, because they are very notorious of popping out of pits, like a lot of the other enemies that do that. Also, those are platforms that you can shoot. And those were jet batons, which come out of nowhere, sneak attack you. Anyway, he likes sunbathing and dislikes honeybee. I guess because he dislikes bees like a lot of people do. Because, I mean, he would be my friend and I could easily sympathize with him. But, yeah. There's still a little bit more with this stage, and I have to say this has probably one of the best music tracks in the game, aside from Flame Man. But also, this section is probably the single worst. It is a clusterfuck. I'm sorry for swearing, but Jesus, look at all this crap. You got cannons bouncing off of springs, jet batons that come out of nowhere, and these freaking Gabgos that just are waiting to drag you right into that abyss. But oddly enough, this is only like the 5th attempt going through this, and this is the first attempt getting to Plant Man, who is not a particularly hard boss if you understand how he works. His pattern is pretty much the same every time. He will form a plant barrier, move forward a little bit, I want to say half the screen that he has to work with, and then he'll either like bounce off a wall, and then when he lands, he'll shoot his plant barrier at you. If you have a chance to slide under him, do so, because you do not want to get cornered. In most cases, if he just jumps backwards, then you don't really have to do anything. But if you do have a ton of space to work with, don't be afraid to go into a corner and then go forward after jumping over his plant barrier, because yeah, you want all the room you can, and you definitely want to know when to jump over him. And that's mostly when that I got lucky right there, because I'm pretty sure that plant barrier clipped me. Or it has really crappy hit detection. I honestly do not know. But this is about as lengthy of a fight as Nightman is, because you don't get many opportunities to hit him. You might get lucky to hit him twice, maybe 3 times if he walks the full length, but I would not count on it. I also didn't mention that he actually doesn't move until he fires off the plant barrier, so you can actually probably get 3 shots on him. But fortunately, he's over and done with, and for defeating him, we get the plant barrier, this game's shield weapon, along with the rush jet. Plant barrier's kind of a meh weapon, because you can't exactly fire off the barrier like you could other shields of the games, but whatever. Next time, we will head off to Blizzard Man and finish off the Robot Masters. See ya!